Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Another beer review today. Lucky number 13. And why is it lucky? Because we're checking out Alpine's Exponential Hoppiness. Easily one of the rarest beers. And I hate using that word when it comes to beer because a lot of stuff, it just gets really, really hyped and it just gets ridiculous. But this beer really is rare. Alpine Beer Company is in Alpine, California, which is the East County, I guess you'd call it, of San Diego. Kind of out in the mountains. About a 65-mile drive from me here in North County. And they only brew this beer twice a year. It is brewed, usually I was talking to the guy in the brew pub when I was there last Friday. It's brewed in March and September, and usually they do it, they make an announcement that it's getting released and people line up for days, for hours, for years waiting for it, and whatever they end up brewing and release, it sells out the same day. So they did it a little different this time. They went through a website called Brown Paper Tickets, and they made an announcement on their Facebook page. And I just so happened to randomly be checking Facebook because I'm that guy. And the one day I went on Facebook after work, they had just made the announcement and the link was posted. I clicked on it and bottles were still available. It was a 2-bottle maximum. And according to the guy that I was speaking to at the brew pub, they only did 1,200 bottles this go around. So 600 people got their hands on this, which is crazy when you think about it. I mean, there's 600 people that walk into grocery stores every day and buy, 30 packs of Budweiser or Coors Light. So when you think about only 1,200 bottles being brewed, that's really, really limited. So, people go nuts over this beer. It is a Triple IPA. It's a cool label too. EH equals pH squared. Basically, Alpine's known, their flagship beer is pure hoppiness. And they're basically saying that Exponential Hoppiness is kind of pure hoppiness squared. People go nuts over it. It's an 11.1% Triple IPA. I don't know the IBUs on it. It doesn't say. I'll have to look that up on the website. But I don't think I've ever been as excited as I am right now to try a beer, to be honest with you. I mean, this is as hyped as beer gets as far as Southern California goes. People go crazy over it. They compare it to Pliny the Younger, which I've never had the pleasure of having. That's a draft-only beer offered once a year from Russian River. And people say this is every bit as good as that. I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to make that claim. I don't know. But really, really excited to try it. This will probably be the only time I get to have this beer. The guy had said with the Brown Paper Tickets deal, what they did, they brewed the 1,200 bottles, and when you buy tickets through that, it gives you a month to get down to the brewery and get your beer. So they basically, it's a really, really small operation down there, and they had to hold the 10 cases? Was there 12 beers in a case when it comes to these 22-ounce? Whatever. They had to hold 1,200 bottles of beer in their coolers and wait for people to come get them. So he just said it was a pain. It was a lot of space. So he doesn't think they're going to do it again, which is a bummer because I don't live close enough. I don't have the time to be going down and camping out for beer. But whatever. I got 2 bottles. I'm going to savor these. So I'm tired of talking. I want to check this beer out finally and see what it's all about. See if it lives up to the hype. I'm really worried about that. Excellent hiss on the bottle. Lots of smoke that came out. I can smell it already. That's amazing. Being 11%, I am kind of imagining this might be sweet. Just because once you get up in that high of ABV, I don't know, those beers can be kind of on the sweet side. But pours, there's a little bit of a chill haze on it. Pours are really clear. Kind of a golden, almost like a deep kind of a straw color. Bright white head, about a finger of it. Really tight, bright white bubbles. It's not very carbonated. There's definitely bubbles there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but nothing crazy like we've had the last couple beers that we've poured. Like I said, I could smell that one. There's alcohol legs on there too. The lacing on that's awesome. Just kind of hangs out. That's a great looking beer in the glass. Wow. There's a lot going on there. Lots of citrus, orange, grapefruit. It's an excellent smelling beer. You can tell this is going to be really, really hop forward. The hops are they're definitely there. They kind of punch you in the face. Very sweet smelling, as I imagine being 11%. So no more talky. Let's drinky. Cheers. Oh, that is nice. Wow. Give me a second. That's great. Wow. Huge bitterness. Lots of hops right at the front of the tongue. You get citrus, bitter, like grapefruit, lemon zest. Oh, that is a bitter beer. I mean, the IBUs have to be well over 100 on that. Really, really bitter. Medium mouthfeel, but it finishes really bitter too. That bitterness is just, it is in your face. I love that. It's, I mean, definitely West Coast IPA with that. That is great. Really sweet. I mean, look at the legs. I mean, the alcohol, the legs that it leaves. 11.1%. There's no heat on that. You don't get any alcohol flavor with that. I mean, that's a drinkable beer for 11%. I'm impressed. That definitely lives up to the hype. I've never had Pliny the Younger. I don't know if it's as good as that. But I know that I wish I had more than 2 bottles of this. I wish there was like a swimming pool that I could jump in and just swim laps and do a backstroke and shower in it. I mean, this is everything that I love in a beer. I like citrus, dank, bitter, and that's this. When people say dank, like dank's just like that piney, just resiny kind of smell. When you hear people say that beer is dank, I've given people Pliny the Elder before, and they stick their nose in their glass and like smells like weed, liquid weed. So that's what I have always said as dank, same kind of thing. That's amazing. That's an A+. I don't want to like go crazy and say it's the best beer I've ever had, but that's right up there with the best beers I've ever had for sure. Alpine definitely knows what they're doing when it comes to hoppy beers. Exponential Hoppiness, Pure Hoppiness, Duet, Nelson, they're known for their hoppy beers. I mean, they are what San Diego West Coast IPA should be for sure. They do a great job. So I hope this isn't the last time I get to drink this. I mean, obviously I have another bottle, but oh, just massive. It's even, I mean, I've only been sitting out here for 5-6 minutes and the beer's kind of warmed up already. And that sweetness is coming out. You're getting that sweet, more juicy citrus, but the bitterness just sits there. I love it. It's just like, hey, tongue, fuck your feelings. We're coming after it. This is going to be bitter as shit. That's so good. Great beer. A+ for sure. So I'm gonna sit and enjoy this. I'm gonna savor this beer. I really, it sucks that I only have 2 of those. Bummer. But that's it for this one. Exponential Hoppiness. If you've ever had it, let me know what you think. It is a good beer. It's amazing. Awesome stuff. So that's it for this one. I'm done. I'm going to drink this. It's going to make me feel nice. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. Please leave a comment if you've ever had this or any other Alpine beers. If you're in San Diego, I would say if you're anywhere near, you know what? You don't have to be near San Diego. If you're on the East Coast, plan a trip to San Diego. Go to SeaWorld. Rent a car. Go out to Alpine. Check out their beers. They're awesome. And all the people there are rad. The food's great. So that's it. My Alpine Love Fest is done. I'm out of here. I will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.